They're here. There's so many people here. So again, I'd like to welcome the Crow Nation. Hokahe, Crow Nation.
Also, on behalf of the Crow people, we killed 2 buffalo and had it processed, and we brought about 700 pounds of buffalo meat for the camp here, and a truckload of wood, and then some other supplies as well. But on behalf of the Crow people, we wanted to process 2 buffalo and give to the camp, and we will continue. As long as the camp is here, we will continue, sending buffalo this way. We have Dennis Banks here. I'd like to have him say a few words.
I'd like to express my complete gratitude to the Crow Nation for the response to a very important response to what is happening at Standing Rock. Watching the news the last 10-15 days, America should understand now that Standing Rock is not standing alone. America should understand that Native people will always stand together. Standing strong at Standing Rock. Standing strong at Standing Rock. That's who we are. That's our motto for today, tomorrow, next year, forever, and forever. I don't understand how the Corps of Engineers can run roughshod over all of us all these years, and we never saw the deception. Early on, many people saw the deception. Some of us were blinded. We thought the Corps of Engineers was doing good. But when I moved back to the reservation, I saw these guys, they're like scoundrels. Corps of Engineers are like enemies to the environment. They claim they're building dams, building roads, building this, but they are destroying the environment. In a nutshell, that's who they are. The Corps of Engineers is not our friend today. It wasn't our friend yesterday. It has never been our friend. Please understand that. And some of our people work for them. So we're going to be walking today, I understand, back to the site. But I see in the news, that something bad is going to happen to the pipeline people. The judicial people are looking at them, examining them, trying to figure out how the world have they gone so far before the Standing Rock stopped them. And I take my hat off to the Standing Rock Nation for inviting us. I'm from the Ojibwe Nation. I'm from Leech Lake. But today I'm part Crow. Today I'm part Oglala. Today I'm part Winnebago. Tulalip, Nisqually, everyone Cherokee. I always just say part Cherokee. Don't tell me your grandma was a princess and stuff like that. But Standing Rock has brought us together. I didn't realize that it was going to snowball this big, and it is getting even bigger. And to see the Crow Agency coming in force to aid and assist all of us that we are hungry. And when you start mentioning all that meat, and I thought, wow, I'm going to have my last dog for a while. So start on those buffalo. So we have a lot of work to do ahead of us. A lot of work. we've got to understand the legislation. We have to understand what the Corps of Engineers is about. And so when we meet them and they start making up all these good sounding projects that they're involved in, they're destroying the environment. That's why at Leech Lake we had a bad quarrel with the Corps of Engineers. They were ruining our rice beds, and I told them that they were enemies of the environment. That's who they are, and I still stand by that because we are still suffering from the Corps' work up there. So, thank you very much to the Crow Agency, Crow Nation. Miigwech, miigwech, miigwech.
Or did the cat?
Red car, just a little ways to the east side of us. License plate 240-24D-377. You got your windows up and your cat is roasting. Crow Nation here, you gotta go through the chow line first here, so.
But we fully support what you're doing here. So I wanted to make that known that you're not standing alone. You are not, the world is listening. All over the world, people are looking, seeing what you're doing here. This is a good thing. And as Dakota people, you know, you're the frontliners, you're the people that, you know, spiritually, this is how it was when the American Indian movement first started. It was a spiritual movement. It was always with Creator in mind. So thank you very much for all these bundles and all these pipes and everything that you're doing in the right way. My brother Charlie here is the Grand Chief of the Midewin Lodge. He's here in 1974. And when the grandfathers and the grandmothers and they got together and they told us, they said to them very clearly that you need to look to the future. You need to see these young ones that are going to come here. And my brother Charlie, in Midewin, we have been on that road for many, many years. So thank you very much for this welcome. And I'm going to tell you that we fully support you. We've already sent letters out there saying that whatever happens here, you know, we're standing with you. Even though maybe some of our people are not here, they are with you. They are looking at you. They are looking to this direction. Miigwech, thank you very much.
I just would like an opportunity to visit your fire, perhaps even visit the river and share a few words about our concern for what is being planned. We want to share with the Spirit that it's very difficult to see all this thing happening to our lands. So I just welcome the opportunity to be around here. I see a fire that burns at the center of our nation, and like to stand by the fire and present some tobacco. And thank you very much for welcoming us. Miigwech.
Thank you, Terrence Nelson. Oh, we're going to go in with our color guards here in the flag song. And if you're a veteran, you can come to attention. I know we got a lot of veterans here in this camp. And so we're going to go ahead and, if you will just all kind of reverence. Thank you for that song today. We all remember that a lot of our veterans here in camp paid a price to put their lives in front line. But today, as we're facing the Corps of Engineers and the rest of the congressmen, our people, senators, governors, we're on the front lines. Every one of us, we got to realize that. But today, I just want to say that we can't, of all the code talkers in every tribe, they have code talkers. But I'm thankful that in Standing Rock here, we have 364 code talkers at the World War I. They were there. So thank you for the.
Hello everybody. I'm part of Project Launch. Today we're going to have some speakers today. We're going to have BJ Rainbow start off. Then we're going to leave to Derek Bowes. And then we're going to have Jay Taken Live, Elliot Rhodes, Garrett Harrychin, and Orville Looking Horse. So we got some good speakers today, ranging from experiences of being in the Marine Corps, to roles of a Native American man, to cancer survivor story, youth stories and historical trauma, and leaders today. So we'll start off with BJ Rainbow, if you could come up here. He'll start off our speakers today, and we'll be going out throughout the day, but at noon, remember, they're still going to do the walk. If anybody else has any they want to bring up here to talk about, we'll hold off. We'll listen to anybody that they want to say, but I'll start off with BJ Rainbow.
Matakiapi, Chantewaste, Napechuzapedo, Tatanka Hanska Makiapi. Just want to, first of all, just express some feelings of gratitude and thanks to everybody that's here, that's been here since day one. This is my first time being here, and it's really euphoric when you come over the hill here and you see all the camp. I really kind of got choked up. And on my mom's side, my grandpa, he always used to say that that men don't cry, and our men don't shed tears. And as a young man, I was taught a lot of different things. My dad served in the Marine Corps from 82 to 86. Went to Okinawa for a year, and I learned a lot growing up about what it means to be a man. And then as I got older, I learned a lot more about what it means to be a warrior, what it means to be a provider, a protector for our relatives. So it makes me feel really good to come here today, and there's just a feeling that, as our chairman mentioned, that it's really indescribable when we're really making history. So I want to ask all of you to give yourselves a round of applause. So they asked me to talk about some of my experiences in the Marine Corps. I served from 2000 to 2004. I was in the 1st Marine Division, 1st Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion, Maintenance Platoon, and it's somewhat tough to talk about yourself, because I was raised not to talk about myself, but this is something that we have to adjust as we go to school, we go to college, we do different things in our lives, and whatever journey that our life brings us on, we try our best. And so I'm going to try my best today and ask all of you to forgive me, to excuse me, because I'm just a young man, and I try my best to live that World Dakota, and it gets very trying at times, but every day is a new journey. So I'm going to share a couple of stories today, a couple of experiences that I had while being in the service. Growing up, like I said, I grew up in Bismarck, so I got called an urban Indian all the time. Sometimes it was negative, sometimes it was just a teasing thing. So I took it as it was. And like I said, my dad served in the Marine Corps, and I would hear his stories. I would hear our other relatives that have served in the Marine Corps, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and I would hear that camaraderie. I would hear that unity of those stories, and I kind of got intrigued by it. Growing up, I had a cousin, and my cousin really wanted to join the Marine Corps. He would really fix his bed, and where you could try to bounce a quarter off of it, and 45-degree angle folds and everything. And he was what we call a motivator, and but not me. I left my bed all messy and just went to school and everything, So here, lo and behold, I'm the one that ended up signing on the dotted line. And it's a real sacrifice. I want to thank our veterans that are here, that are among us, and that have done those things. So boot camp, when I left, it was right away after I graduated high school, and I didn't really know what I was going to be in for. 12 weeks doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're actually there and you're doing stuff, it is. The first night we left Fargo, and we got to San Diego. It was probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening, and I thought, all right, well, we'll just get some food and eat, and then get a good night's rest, and get up in the morning and start training. And those of you that are in the service know that that's not true. We stayed up all night, standing in lines, got our hair cut, and the next day was kind of a blur when you don't get that sleep that you're used to, when you're spoiled like I was. So in the middle of the night, I'd rub my head and all my hair was gone, and just thinking, what the heck did I do? Where am I at? How is this gonna go? But there's some veterans that talked to me before and kind of gave me some words of encouragement, some advice to try your best, and the Creator will watch over you. So every night before I go to bed, I would pray, and sometimes I'd fall asleep in the middle of my prayer, and I wake up about 2:30 in the morning, and I'd finish my prayer and then go back to sleep. But I can't count how many times that happened. And I was one of two American Indians that were in my platoon. I started with about 130 gentlemen, and there was the other guy was from Alaska, and our drill instructors got us mixed up. His last name was Peters, and so they'd call me Peters. We both wore glasses, or portholes as they called them, and so I told him, I said, bro, I said, don't get in trouble, because if you get in trouble, then they think I'm getting in trouble. So we made a pact like that, and we never got in trouble. They said it was a good thing if the drill instructors didn't know your name at the end of boot camp. So lo and behold, 3 months later, you're standing there. I went in at about 198 pounds. I graduated at about 155. So I dropped about 40 pounds, and I felt really good. And so then I made a transition from boot camp, being told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, to going into the school and the fleet. And basically what you do is a job. That's your job. But after a while, you meet people. I met a lot of relatives from here. My mom's from up in Turtle Mountain, so I met a lot of relatives from up there as well. And we became a community. And I invite them over for barbecue, or when my wife would make fried bread, things like that. You know, you learn a lot of different things when you go to the service. And I remember hearing Lekshi Orvo here when he talks about when he had that opportunity, or he made that decision, and what was taught to him. I really respect that for those of us that are fighting right here, right now, and our Zuya Wichashas, our Akichitas. So my dad, you know, like I said, he was a Marine, so he raised me in that kind of way. He told me not to do something or to quit doing something, he only had to tell me one time, and then that was it. If I got told again, then I felt it. So, and I heard different things about that as well when you raise your kids, and I'm trying my best in that way. So there's different things that we pick up when I was in the service. I was always taught to be respectful to my elders and to my veterans, because without them we don't know where we would be. So again, it feels very good to be here, to witness history. Our relatives from the West come and bring gifts, and the gifts of buffalo and the wood and the song that they shared. Very thankful. My Chingshi, my little guy, he's only 10, so he's kind of just learning about these things, and that I didn't realize it. I didn't know if I would see something like this in my lifetime. So we're really explaining to him that this is something historical. But when you're in the service, there's a lot of things you learn. The unity and the camaraderie is one thing that I really miss about it. I've been out since the '04, and a lot of the bureaucratic things I don't miss about it. But it's an opportunity to do something, to go somewhere, and you know, it's we all have a choice every day in our life to get up and to do something, or to get up and to just not do something. You know, I'm very proud to be a Marine. There's no ex-Marine. There's only former Marines. And there's a lot of things, like I said, that I learned about discipline, self-discipline, and you know, you become very selfless. But what happens is, after I got out, and then I started to learn about our spirituality, I started to go to our Inika kapis and our sweat lodges, and I started to dance in that other circle. It was like a film came over, was uncovered from my eyes, and I combined the part of being a Marine and then being a provider for my family and my friends and my people, even the ones who don't like you. There's always people who don't like you, who don't like us for whatever reason, and we still do things like this right here, this camp, this fight. I was driving down here yesterday. I drove by Washburn, and I was thinking to myself, would a camp be there this size if it was up there? You know. So this is not, everybody thinks this is an indigenous issue, but as human beings, it's all of us. So some people that don't even realize that they need water to live are, you know, posting things and things like that, and we still do this for them because that's how we are. So I went to Iraq in 2003 in January, And then it was about March that we were on a convoy, and about from here to that white tent right there, that tarp, we stopped, and it was during about 2 in the morning. We got out of our vehicles, and we were standing there providing security, but I could see over there, but once I hit that, it was all dark, but there was still land there. And so I was thinking, if there was ever a time that we would get hit, or that we would be ambushed or whatever, it's always, we were standing like in the light. And I realized that, you know, what did I do in my life? How will people remember me? You know, it kind of, that aha moment, and that's when I kind of saw my life not flash before my eyes, but I kind of referenced back on it, and I really appreciated everything from that moment on. Getting up and going to the fridge, getting up and going to the bathroom, every little thing, just waking up. I appreciated every little thing. So, and I try to teach my children and a lot of other young people about those things that sometimes we're not fortunate enough to grow up with those things. So, and sometimes you learn a lot about yourself, and when you try to help other people, and sometimes they don't always help you back, or they don't return the favor or whatever, but it's okay, because everything that you put out, it comes back to you. So I know there's some other Marines here. I see one of my little brothers, Chris, over here, and it's good to see him. When we were in Iraq, I actually looked for him when we were at a camp. Me and one of my Navajo buddies, and we walked a couple miles to go look for him, but he was out on a run, or doing some security, things like that. So we always gravitated towards each other. I don't know how it is for other services, but I know that we always like to tease each other. And it's all in good fun, but in the end, we'll all stand up for each other and protect each other and take care of each other. So, I know they gave me kind of a lot of time here, but I know they said something, we're on Indian time before, but and I know we have a walk at noon, so I just want to say thanks again for allowing me to, for Ron asking me to come down and to share a couple of things. And again, it feels very good to be here. So I want to again thank all of you for doing what you do. Thank our relatives from the West for coming and joining. And I always think about you guys every day when I wake up, and try my best to pray. So with that, I want to thank all of you, thank all the speakers for being here, and Nina Wopida Tankahama Takeoyasa.
All right, everyone, give him a round of an applause. Our
Northern Cheyenne bus. You're wanted back to your bus. Apparently they're going someplace and they don't want to leave you. So it's a wonderful time. And